Hey, this is Stephanie. So today we are going to talk about the cover-up to cover-up tattoos, like as in my face tattoo. So to start out with, I went looking around to try to find a cover-up that would cover it up for my work. The biggest brand that I looked into was called Dermablend. Found out online that they sell it at Ulta. So I went into Ulta to see what kind of cover-up was the best. Come to find out, Estee Lauder Double Wear is the best thing you can use. Dermablend was nothing compared to this brand. I use it every day at work to cover it up, and today I'm going to show you how it works. So, to start out with, I use the Bare Minerals Prime Original. It almost feels like velvet on your face. So, we're going to put that on. And I just use my fingers. Put a little bit on, squirt it, rub it around, put it on my skin as my base coat. Then, you let it dry for a little bit. This helps make your skin smooth all around with the cover-up. Now another thing about this Estee Lauder cover-up is that it's very thick. So just to put it on your cover-up tattoo, to cover up the tattoo, it doesn't work as well because then you can see the cover-up. So, as I take this cover-up, I also grab a sponge. Now usually when I put a cover-up on, I use my fingers just like I did with the primer. But for this, for it to work better to cover up the tattoo, I use a sponge, as I show in the video. So to start out with, I take the cover-up and I put a little bit on the back of my hand. Well, quite a bit for me because then I can actually cover it up. So, as it's on the back of my hand, I take the sponge and I put a little bit on, as shown. Then I go up and go over the tattoo, kind of caking it on quite a bit in the dabbing motion as I am doing this around my eyebrow. Taking a little bit more. Put it down and around my eyebrow. Now mind you, as I said before, it's very thick. Very, very, very thick. But to see, it's already covered up pretty well. But you have to let it dry. Also, as I apply a little bit around my whole face to make it look a little bit even, when I went to Ulta, they told me to use a powder over top of the cover-up to make it stick better. I don't do that. It sticks pretty well as long as you let it sit and dry in between layers. Now mind you, I'm not allowed to have my face tattoo for my work as a waitress, so I do this every day. Which means I use quite a bit of cover-up because I work 5 days a week. But the one positive thing is that it works. So I'm just going to place a thin layer of... Now mind you, I do this, I use the cover-up all over the face because normally when I put cover-up on, I don't use this thick of cover-up. I use a very thin, almost like a lotion cover-up, because I don't like the look of the thick cover-up when you can actually see it. But it works for work. And then also, this cover-up is a full coverage. Now mind you, once again I said, I don't use the full coverage as a normal daily wear. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to make it work. So now mind you, after that thin layer is on, I'm almost out of cover-up on the back of my hand. So I take a little bit more, giving it that time for the cover-up to cover my tattoo to dry. I add another layer. But see, as you can see, it's pretty well covered up. So I do the dabbing motion once again, just to get that actual coverage. Over the tattoo that I wanted. And as you can see, it's pretty covered up. And that's only with the second layer. So, now as I let that dry, the next thing I use is, I usually, since it's such a full coverage cover-up, I do my eyebrows, which normally I don't do. Then I do my eyeliner, add my eyelashes, and then put my mascara on. Then I use the Naked Eliminated, which is only a highlighter. I love it because over this thick coverage, it just gives it a little bit of a shimmer, a little bit more of a color, and then I'm done. So I'm gonna double check it one more time to check and see if there's anything else that I need majorly covered up, which once again, usually down here is the hardest part for me to cover it up. But there you go. Look how well that covered is up. Now, as from far away, you can't even tell that I have a face tattoo. And once again, it is called Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Coverage. We'll show it. My number and my color that I use right now, since summer is just about over and I had a little bit of a tan, is 3W1 Tawny. But they have tons of different colors, tons of different shades, but it is the best that I have found to use for a full coverage cover-up. Mind you, and it gives you the full layer to cover anything else that you have. Thanks for watching. This is Stephanie once again. Have a great day.